If someone tells you your peace depends on the world, be skeptical. Counterintuitive. Yes, true. Even more so, your calm has never been in anyone else's hands. Here's the paradox. The less you react, the more control you have. Today you'll take 15 Stoic principles, nothing abstract, and turn them into daily tools. Shutting off triggers, protecting attention, and choosing responses that make you bigger. Controversial but necessary. Winning an argument doesn't pay for your sleep. The win here is different. Calm with standards, presence that steers the room without raising your voice. Quick reward. In the first 3 minutes you'll leave with an anti-impulse protocol and a dignity filter. Guaranteed curiosity. As you execute, you'll realize most conflicts were just badly told stories. A strong belief to carry with you. Peace is a trainable skill. No mystic secret, there's method, repetition, and honest choices. If they call you cold, smile. You're warm inside and steady outside. Ready to practice what most people only quote? Let's hit the first principle and feel the change today. One. Anger isn't what you think. Anger, most of the time, isn't about the other person. It's about the script they tore up in your head. You expected punctuality, loyalty, a simple thanks, and reality didn't follow the scene. When the inner script breaks, the body shouts and the mind looks for villains. A mature Stoic sees it. The spark is an attachment to the script, not the event itself. Seeing this doesn't weaken you, it frees you, shifting focus from controlling others to authorship within. Track anger with a simple map. Signal, script, root. Signal, where did the body warn you? Jaw, chest, short breath? Script, what exactly did you expect? Friends who care don't bail. Fair bosses don't call you out. Root, what old belief hurt? Abandonment, disrespect, invisibility. Example, the friend cancels again. It's not the lost coffee, it's the story, no one prioritizes me, asking for review. Quick tools. 90-second rule. Let the chemical wave pass. Double question, what expectation was violated? And was that agreed or just assumed? 3-line journal. Bare fact, effect on me, next calm move. If you need to reply, write, breathe, reread, then send, or opt not to. And the next superpower of this calm? The right kind of silence, used as a power move. 2. Silence is a power move. Silence isn't avoidance, it's emotional ABS brakes. When a trigger hits, you don't swallow it, you buy time. The pause separates ego from value, impulse from intention. The Stoic uses silence to see clearly before acting. Because a word said hot becomes a cold cost later. Practical protocols save lives and relationships. 5 seconds before replying. 90 seconds for the wave to drop. 24-hour rule for inflamed messages. Reread and edit the next day. In a debate, lower your voice and ask, what exactly did you mean? In the family group chat, sometimes the best send is none. Effective silence isn't vanishing, it's purposeful timing. Choose where and when to speak so you speak better. Reply model, I see your point. I'll think and come back with a solution. Body helps, loose shoulders, slow breathing, steady gaze. With the ground calm, you can do the unthinkable, laugh at the ridiculous. Next step. 3. Laugh at the ridiculous. Laughing at the ridiculous isn't pretending nothing matters. It resizes what doesn't deserve a throne. When the world pokes you with small stuff, lightness is an elegant counter. A brief laugh disarms the body. Shoulders relax, breath returns, view widens. You don't deny the fact, you refuse to pay your peace as a tax. It's the art of saying, I see the chaos, but I won't become its employee. No fluff examples. Cut off in traffic? Exhale with a grin. Main character in his own movie. Passive-aggressive comment at work? Absurdity test. If a screenwriter wrote this, would it make sense? Plan fell through. Again? 0 to 10/10-year lens. How big is it now, and how irrelevant in a decade? Make a mental meme of the scene and keep your finger off send. Laughing first buys you precious seconds to choose how to act after. Humor here is a long game strategy, not an escape from responsibility. People who must win now lose energy, bridges, and their clarity. Those who laugh at the small save ammo for what matters. A loose body thinks, negotiates, and decides better. And since we're playing the long game, let's swap instant wins for choices that hold for months. 4. Think long-term, not instant wins. Aim at the now, and you waste ammo on flies. Aim long-term, and you choose your shots. Instant wins bring dopamine, and a hangover. I proved my point, and lost my peace. The Stoic asks, does this make me better in 6 to 12 months, or just soothe my ego today? When the ruler shifts from hours to months, the impulse shrinks. He trades reaction for project, results that stand when emotion sits. Direct application. Decision journal. 3 lines when conflict hits. Fact, bear. Option A, B. Effect in 6 months. X. Argue on WhatsApp versus schedule an in-person talk. Reply now versus after sleep. Another tool, investor rule. Only enter fights that pay interest in respect, clarity, or learning. Without those returns, it's expense, not investment. Negotiate with your anxiety. Strategic delay of reward. Craving the reply now relief? Swap it for 20 minutes of training and reread later. 90% of the time the text changes. Want a mic drop in the meeting? Lower your voice, ask a sharp question, and log agreements by email. Shortcut temptation? Remember, shortcuts charge tolls to your reputation. And the game gets fun when you turn self-control into a game. Let's gamify it. 5. Gamify self-control. Self-control is exhausting as a sermon, motivating as a game. Turn triggers into reps and track the score. Each conscious non-reaction equals 1 point. Relapse resets the round, not the journey. Trade impulse dopamine for achievement dopamine. It's not denying emotion, it's scoring for steering it with intention. Simple field system. Daily scoreboard plus weekly streak. Traffic. You breathed and didn't honk. +1. Passive-aggressive text. Replied after 24 hours. +1. Tense meeting. Lowered voice and asked a good question. +1. Use a habit app or sheet. Date, trigger, action, days points. Sunday review. Spot patterns and crown the MVP of calm, the tactic that saved most energy. Rewards and leagues keep it lively without becoming excuses. Levels. Bronze, 15 points per week. Silver, 25. Gold, 35, with small, healthy prizes. Daily quests. 3-4-4-4-4 breaths, 1 written reframe, 1 talk moved to in-person. Bonus quests, 90 minutes with notifications off, 0 hot replies. As the game clicks, the inevitable phase arrives, accepting life as it is, and playing well anyway. 6. Accept life isn't how you want. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's stopping the fight with what won't obey you. Stoics split the world in 2, controllable and uncontrollable. Demand life follow your script, and you create needless friction. Swap "why did this happen" for "what's my part now?" That shift removes weight and returns direction. not complacency. Helpful tools, 2-column list, action versus acceptance. Rain on the trip. Action, poncho and plan B. Acceptance, weather doesn't negotiate. Unfair boss? Action, evidence plus talk. Acceptance, their mood isn't yours. Daily pre-mortem, anticipate 3 problems and write your calm response to each. Short mantra, fact, focus, next step. No soap opera. In relationships, align what's on you and release the rest. Useful script, what I can guarantee is X. What I can't, I'll generate alternatives. Dodged drama? You saved energy for what matters, including gratitude. Gratitude doesn't erase the grind, it pulls you out of the mental storm. With feet on the ground, it's easier to stop taking everything personally. 7. Stop taking everything personally. Taking everything personally tires your heart through dirty lenses. Most of the time, people act from their own noise, not your value. The Stoic zooms out. What else could this mean? That simple question breaks the ego spell and returns perspective. You leave the center of the drama and return to the center of yourself. Everyday examples, read receipt, no reply, could be chaos, not contempt. Dry email from the boss, could be a blown deadline, not an attack. Distant friend, rough season, not programmed rejection. Practical script, create 3 alternative hypotheses before landing on a negative one. Only then, if needed, confirm through an adult conversation. Tools, meaning pause, 5s, written reframe and reality check. Key phrase, I might be reading this wrong, help me understand? If the other person won't open space, you still keep your calm. Not controlling others doesn't make you a hostage to the moment. With that base, it's clearer that anger fixes nothing. 8. Anger fixes nothing. Anger looks like armor but often becomes a bridge fire. The Stoic doesn't demonize emotion, he channels it. Use the energy to set boundaries and seek clarity, not to wound. Swap clap back for resolve, and sleep better for it. Real strength is choosing how to use the fire. Quick protocols, write and don't send. Walk 10 minutes before replying. Firm, non-aggressive line, I can talk, but not in that tone. If the talk derails, exit gracefully. Let's resume calmly later. In meetings, lower the voice and return to facts and specific requests. Where anger wants a stage, he delivers process. Mental frame, anger lights a boundary, it shouldn't burn the house. If it hurts, treat it as data, what does this show I need? Take the lesson and move lightly. When the weight wants to stay, the next step kicks in, let go. Letting go isn't weakness, it's emotional hygiene. 9. Let go, release. Holding grudges is paying premium rent with your peace. The Stoic honors pain but refuses to rewatch the scene daily. Letting go doesn't absolve them, it frees you from the tie. Turn the memory into learning and close the tab. Peace isn't born of revenge, it's born of coherence. Practical ritual. It happened, it hurt, it's over. Write a letter you won't send, then pick one act of self-care. If there's objective damage, seek repair and set new rules. If not, archive respectfully and move on. The mind breathes when the hand unclenches. Signs you actually let go. You talk without retelling, body untenses, sleep comes easier. If the memory returns, thank the warning and reaffirm the boundary. You get lighter and available for what matters. With the backpack cleaner, remember, you're not here to fix everyone. Spoiler. Inspiration, control. 10. You're not here to fix everyone. Wanting to help is beautiful. Taking the wheel of someone else's life is a trap. Influence exists. Control doesn't. The Stoic models by example and offers clear guidance. If the person won't take it, he releases, without guilt. His peace can't depend on someone else's progress. Practical example: son/sibling repeating a mistake. Steps: 1. Empathize. 2. Offer a route. 3. Set a boundary: I won't fund this. At work: guide once, document, track metrics, not gossip. Friendships: advise without policing: I'm here, decide and tell me how I can support. No endless sermons, adult fences in place. Mantras: I inspire, I don't manage. I give space, I don't abandon. When anxiety grabs for the reins, remember, everyone has their timing. Releasing control gives energy back to what's yours. With a freer mind, it's easier to catch the story you're telling. Narrative is a lever, up or down. 11. Own the story you're telling. We rarely react to the fact. We react to the story we wrote about it. The Stoic uses ACD, attention, control, direction. Attention: notice the body signal and automatic line. Control: pause, breathe, don't send. Direction: choose a more useful read and act from it. Examples: he ignored me. Maybe he didn't see it. I'll ask directly. Disrespected me. I'll schedule a talk with an objective and a request. I'm not enough. The lesson is about boundaries, not worth. 3 golden questions. What happened? How did I interpret it? Which interpretation serves me? That changes your behavior instantly. Tools: 5-line journal, open questions, anchor phrases. Review old narratives that only produce reactivity. Trade drama for direction and reduce mental noise. With a cleaner terrain, you can solve more and argue less. Less heat, more outcome. 12. Solve more, argue less. Debate is a stage. Resolution is a workshop. The Stoic shows up to clarify and align, not to win. Conversation framework: fact, impact, request. Fact: what happened. Impact: how it affected things. Request: what needs to happen now. Low tone, slow pace, questions that open space. Example: in the last meeting, I was interrupted 3 times. Fact: that blocked my delivery. Impact: for the next item, I'm asking for 5 minutes without interruptions. Then we open. Request: he logs agreements by email and follows up. Less soap opera, more governance. Useful tools: time-boxed agendas, a mediator when needed, written agendas. If the other person just wants a ring, he steps out. Not productive now. We'll resume later. Preserving the relationship without losing clarity is a trainable art. Effectiveness rises when you hear the body's early alarms. Somatic attention is early warning. 13. Your body warns you before you do. The mind pretends it's in control. The body submits the report card. Locked jaw, short breath, stomach knot, alarms, not weaknesses. The Stoic reads the dashboard. I'm seconds away from reacting. He intervenes with micro-habits that turn the volume down. Calm responses are born from a quiet body. 2-minute kit: box breathing 4-4-4-4, stretch neck, relax tongue, open hands. 5-minute walk before hard conversations. Water rule: sip, breathe, then speak. If possible, delay 15 minutes. If not, lower your voice and slow your pace. Body calibrated, mind available. Somatic journal: note where you felt it and what worked. Over time, you spot patterns and anticipate the break. Fewer explosions, more presence. With presence, you can protect your attention from drains and scatter. Attention is currency. Spend it well. 14. Protect your attention. Every day, focus thieves knock. Some are external, notifications, trolls, others internal, anxious curiosity. The Stoic treats attention like an asset. Toll question: does this deserve me? If not, pass by without guilt. Practical digital hygiene: mute groups, screen-free windows, block stressors. Environments: clear desk, headphones for deep work, do not disturb in blocks. Not to-do list: sterile debates, post, 10 p.m. doom scrolling, hot replies. Focus rituals: Pomodoro, 3 priority checklist, mindful breaks. More creation, less reaction. With less noise, there's room to see what's still good. Then comes the secret reset button: gratitude. It doesn't erase problems, it changes the lens at the trigger moment. New lens, better choice. Next stop: gratitude as instant peace. 15. Gratitude, instant peace. It's almost impossible to be genuinely grateful and furious at the same time. Gratitude isn't sugar, it's an anchor for your nervous system. It returns you to what's alive and true, even in chaos. The Stoic uses it as a quiet midday reset. Breathe, name, realign, no stage. Pocket practice: 3 gratitudes at the trigger, concrete, small. I have health to handle this. I have people who support me. I can say no. Close with 1 useful action in 10 minutes. Mind opens, body slows, response improves. Simple, repeatable, powerful. Morning journal: 1 gratitude, 1 fear, 1 next step. At night: 1 win, 1 lesson, 1 thank you. Over time, praising what is becomes reflex. A peace reflex draws a more integral life. From here, it's just a matter of stitching it all into a strong, clear opening. Time to trade quotes for character. If your calm still has an invisible leash, drop it today, not tomorrow. Pick 3 principles to run for the next 24 hours. 1. Anti-impulse: wait 24 hours before any hot reply. 2. Calm scoreboard: mark +1 every time you don't react. 3. Action times acceptance list for every problem of the day. And at the first trigger, name 3 gratitudes on the spot plus take 1 useful action within 10 minutes. Simple, repeatable, powerful. Let me poke you a little, maybe not so little. What trigger has tamed you for years? Traffic, notifications, being left on read? Which principle stung because it exposed a costly habit? And which conversation will you transform today with the fact, impact, request trio? Drop it in the comments. Putting this in public is courage training, and your calm will thank you. Lightning challenge: 7 days centered. Target: 35 points on the scoreboard. Golden rule: lower your voice, raise your standards. If you slip, you don't reset your life, just the play, and get back on the field. By week's end, you won't just feel better, you'll be more respected by yourself and by others. That's when respect stops leaking. Liked this? Subscribe and turn on notifications. We turn philosophy into daily tools. In the next video, I'll show you how not to take the bait when they poke you on purpose, and how to turn the tables without raising your voice.